All right, everybody, welcome to another edition of These Bums Highlight Show. We're kicking us off with week 1 of year 3 as we start with Enterprise NY against the Ravens. Pick up action with Forsett scoring the first touchdown, 7-0 Ravens in this AFC North division battle. Another touchdown by the Ravens at 7-3, but there's a flag pushing it back. That play would come back. Same possession. Flacco gets it in to 17. It's 14-3 at the time, Ravens. It's the Steelers' new full-time starting quarterback, Cole, second-year man. He zings one in to AB. Steelers back in this one, 14-10. Ryan Shazier with the great tackle in the backfield. We pick up further action. Cole scrambling. Dry Archer down to the 1. Dry Archer would take the lead for the Steelers, and they would go on to win 20-17 in the AFC North Division battle once again. Pick up action again now. Hawks exacting a little revenge over the Giants from last season's NFC Championship. We pick up action with a touchdown from Russell Wilson. Further ahead, a tip ball, and your boy Richard Sherman comes away with it. That would set up Russell Wilson and Marshawn Lynch. Marshawn Lynch getting popped by Landon Collins, as you would see there. They go for it on 4th down. And the ball is dropped. Rarely do you see a computer go for it on 4th down. They did there, and it did not work out in their favor. Coby Fleener then catches the play-action touchdown from his boy Eli Manning. And the Giants exact a little revenge with tip into of their own, Landon Collins. 7-7 game. Eli Manning would drop back looking for his guy. What a catch by Odell Beckham. Sticky fingers. Ahead in action here as the Giants were up 10-7 after that catch from Odell. Nice run by Marshawn Beast Mode Lynch. Seahawks would look to score, and Jimmy Graham does in fact score. He's going to give you a little nay-nay action. His first touchdown of the season. Eli Manning out of the shotgun now. Giants down by 4. He's observing. He's looking. He throws a huge interception to Cam Chancellor, who's going to run this one all the way back. No, Victor Cruz pulls him down at the 3-yard line. And a great throw after that from Russell Wilson to Maley, 85. Don't know him too well, but he did his thing this game. We pick up again action. Giants out of the vertical 3 slot. Victor Cruz also on his way to a touchdown. Giants would not make the 2-point conversion, so they're down 5 at this point. The play action from Russell Wilson. Great black from Marshawn Lynch, and Maley comes away with a big catch again. 39 yards on that one. The Giants would then be trying to stop them in the red zone here. Marshawn Lynch avoids one tackle. Beast Mode gets the first down for the Seahawks there. Puts them in good position to score another touchdown, and they in fact do. So at that point, they were up 28-16. Go ahead now. Third quarter about to end. Russell Wilson on the drop back. Maley again knocks away from 2. Gets down to the 4th defender. And someone was injured on the play. Not quite sure who. It wasn't Collins. It wasn't Maley. Giants now trying to score here. And 38 would put it in the end zone. So it's 28-23 at the time. Marshawn Lynch now trying to score. He would be stopped. And again, the Seahawks would go for it on 4th down. If they get this one, game would pretty much be done. Russell Wilson does, in fact, get this one down to number 30, and the Seahawks would pull this one out after that. with their 3 takeaways. New Orleans against the Falcons now. We pick up action, the play action from Matt Ryan. He has all day. He goes down to who? Who else but Julio Jones with a fantastic catch. Holds on to it as the guy grabs him by his knees. 48 yards in that possession. That would then set up this next play, which goes to 81, the big tight end with the name hard to pronounce. Pick up action with Ryan Halu tying the game at 7-7. And Matt Ryan then would come back, hit Julio Jones off. 14-7 Falcons as we have another barn burner involving the Saints. Look at the sack that turns into an interception as Brees tried to get rid of it. And that would set up the Falcons again. Another play-action play here and another throw to the tight end. That one get them down to the 1-yard line. After losing some yards, they'd punch it in. Well, blaze it in there to Julio Jones, who's outside LeBron James. And they would be up big at that point, but then the Saints start their comeback. They were down 38-24, as you saw. Then it was 38-31 on that touchdown. And Coleman gets a throw. And the Saints would punch one in there to tie this game with Hilliard after that catch from Coleman. So we have a 38-38 game. And you see Matt Ryan get tossed around, and 97 picks it up on the fumble recovery. Saints would go ahead and take the lead, coming all the way back. They're up 45-38. Now it's the Falcons' turn. They come back right again as Kendall Wright scores a touchdown. Coming out of Tennessee Titans. We pick up action now on the tie game. Brandon Cook with the catch and Ryan Halu down to about the 1. And then he would punch it in after that as the Saints would come all the way back to win 52-45, an absolute barn burner in the NFC South. All right, we move ahead now to a matchup between Cam Newton and Aaron Rodgers. We see baby Cameron Artis-Payne with the touchdown, but it's called back as well, as we saw in that Steelers-Ravens game. So that callback would cost them as Cam Newton was tackled trying to run the read option. Carolina is up 3-0 at the time. Aaron Rodgers now zips one in. The battle of Rodgers to Rodgers. His man fights off 2 defenders, takes it all the way to the house, beating 5 Panthers down the field. Horrendous defense, great offense, all of that. Packers would be up 7-3. Cam Newton with the spin move later on gets it all the way down to the 1-yard line. Almost got in the end zone. So now it's 3rd and goal. Touchdown, Greg Olsen. Greg Olsen wants to hear the crowd. 10-7. Pick up action. Packers right back at it. Touchdown Packers. Randall Cobb would put the Packers back up. It's 14-10. Cam Newton's turn. He hits Greg Olsen. Greg Olsen runs all the way down to the 2-yard line. That would set up big boy Mike Tolbert. Poof, 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 as Chris Berman would say. Stumbles and bumbles his way into the end zone. Eddie Lacy now popped by P.J. Jeffrey. Good play by both sides. And another poor showing of tackling by the Panthers secondary. This time Jordy Nelson in the end zone. Hands up. Hey, I'm feeling myself. Packers was up 21-17 at that time. Greg Olsen now again with a beautiful catch going over the top. Catching and holding on, looking on Julio Jones from a little earlier. And now Kelvin Benjamin with the absolute gorgeous touchdown catch as he fights and pulls that one away from the Packers defender. Let's look at it again, folks. 6'5", 245. Absolute skill and will and determination here. Starts with one hand, rips it away from the defender, lands in the end zone. Panthers up 24-21. Now less than 2 minutes to go. Panthers pulled down. Great stop by the Packers, and that would force a field goal. Now Aaron Rodgers has a chance to pull this one out, almost in field goal range at the time. He drops back, looks for his guy, just misses him. That would set up a 4th and 8. Aaron Rodgers looking to go in the end zone. He just misses him as Trey Boston just gets in the way. Packers lose, a close one in Carolina. Then we move ahead. We see a little action here as Big Ben Roethlisberger, a new acquisition by the Jets, puts his team up big on the new transplanted Bills coach, and Jameis Winston just was terrible all game, folks, as that was a microcosm of what he did all game. Buccaneers go down big in their first game in the NFC South. Cupid 181, 38-15. We pick up action, or we don't. We see Jeff Fisher gets fired after the Rams totally got washed up. No highlights here, as we just caught it at the sim to end. 65-7, Titans. Over to the West Coast now, as Blake Bortles and Chris Conley, ridiculous on both ends. 10 touchdowns for both guys, as the quarterback found his receiver all game on the same route pretty much all game. That one right there was the 8th touchdown. And this right here, folks, was the 10th touchdown. Chris Conley zips it off of that route that sends him to the outside. He's celebrating. Dynamic and a commitment to excellence, you'd have to say. I guess it'd be for the Chiefs this time, as AFC West rivals duke it out, and the Chiefs show no love lost. Conley, Bortles, new NFL record. We now go ahead in action, folks, to another division rival. There's a lot of division rivalries to kick off the season. Washington at Jerry World. As Poppy Fuck was in a tight one here. The run down by the Redskins, or Washington as we prefer to call them. Jimmy Garoppolo, very mobile in this one, folks. And right here he uses his arm as he gives his team the 27-20 lead with that throw. Logan Thomas now picking up action, scrambling for a 4th and 5th, big one right there. Scrambling again, gets it down to the 9. He's trying to tie the game here. Another scramble by Logan Thomas here. This one would backfire. A fumble and the pickup by the Washington team. And that throw right there would seal the game. Go ahead now to OT action in San Diego. As you've seen, Sam Bradford lined his team up for the field goal as time was expiring in regulation. The field goal would be made. So that now sends us to overtime. Beautiful screen set up to DeMarco Murray, who piles his way down to the 10-yard line. 4 minutes to go here. A touchdown would seal it, but the Eagles would have to settle for a field goal. And Cheers 174 takes the 2017 lead. Looking pretty good until Phillip Rivers and the boys, I believe that's Phillip, throws one into the end zone. A walk-off touchdown. And that's how these Bums highlight show would end for week 1 of year 3. Tune in for more action coming soon.